you're still watching Prime Morning. We have 17 days to go cast our vote. We always urge you that when you go vote, make sure you go straight home. Please do not hang around and cause any chaos. Peace is all we need. We have only one Ghana, and you've heard the children of For Kids Paradise telling you that their future is at stake if you do not consider them. And so please, go home. We at the election headquarters will bring you all that is happening on the grounds. And so when I talk about that, I'm talking about Joy Prime, I'm talking about Joy News, Joy FM, Adum TV, Adum FM, Inshira, Asempa. We'll bring you all of that. And so don't worry at all with regards to the details. Please go home and we'll tell you exactly what is happening on the grounds. I'm not here alone. And of course, I'm here with E.A. Metal Nunu Jr., who is representing the NDC this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Rosalind.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're looking beautiful as always.
Thank you very much. How's the campaign, though?
Our campaign is going very, very well. We are confident of winning this year's election. 17
days more.
Yes, 17. We are very confident of winning this election. And I can tell you, Ghanaians, that see the margin of victory that NDC is going to chalk in this year's election will be unprecedented in the Fourth Republic. Historic. We saw what happened in America. It's going to be historic. People are seeing it as a joke, but it's going to be historic. We are going to win with a very wide margin. And nobody will be able to do anything about it, even if they want to rig the elections. I think when we go into details of our topics, we'll delve more into it. And I appreciate everybody, all the youths listening to me this morning. I keep telling them, and anytime I go on air in these last days, I tell everybody that we are Ghanaians before we became politicians or supporting political parties. Let's not destroy the peace that we have in this country. Don't let any politician send you to go and do anything and destroy anybody's property or beat up anybody. The elections is just on one day. After the 7th of December, there are so many days. We are going to celebrate Christmas, New Year and all that. So we are just professing different policies. We all want to rule Ghana. So don't let anybody fool you. If they are sending you, tell them to let their kids come and lead. We just want one piece.
We just want peace, and that's from E.A. Metal Nuno. Of course, we at Multimedia, we've been advocating for peace as well. So please and please again, do not cause any chaos. We have only one Ghana. The women and the children are the most vulnerable. So anytime you want to do something, think about your mother, think about your wife, think about your sister, think about your daughter. Very, very important. Anyway, so today we'll take a look at two main topics, but the very first one, which is a big one, is where the Ghana Police Service is assuring us of transparency this time round. Now, in the past, they've been very tight-lipped about issues that happens. But this time, 2024, they say they will not be tight-lipped. They'll tell us everything that will happen. So trust them to deliver. And of course, every information that is going on the ground, so whether people are trying to rig, whether people are not trying to rig, whether, you know, people are bringing weapons to the ground or not, they will tell us exactly what is happening. Every detail will be brought to you at your doorstep. Do we trust the police to deliver? Well, we want to hear from you this morning on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. I'll quickly read the newspapers and then we can delve into that particular topic. So I'll start with the Daily Graphic newspaper. The Daily Graphic, and it reads, Economy on Recovery Course, and this is coming from President Akufo-Addo. Customs seizes firearms at Tema Port. I saw this video, I was quite surprised. I was like, who brought it in? I wish that, you know, aside the fact that they seize these items, they're able to tell us the culprits behind it, because telling us that it's seized without us knowing who is behind it doesn't help the situation. Let us know that this person and that person is behind it, and this was the intention. Okay, because it will be good to know. President appoints Herbert Krapper as Energy Minister. National Service Authority, military to increase livestock production. And that'll be all for the Daily Graphic newspaper. The next newspaper is the Daily Dispatch newspaper. The Daily Dispatch. Baumia is the only person who can protect free SHS, NPP's Kennedy Japan says so. Come and join Mahama's team. Mahama's aide to Alan Chermating. And let's not forget that there's going to be a jam for people who support Movement for Change. I think let me see if I'll find a date on here. There's a jam there, and some people were saying that they wish it was in Kumasi because they feel, you know, he's an sacred man and his stronghold is in Kumasi. So it's an Afafranto All-Star Youth Concert. Maybe we'll talk about it later, not now. So we'll see if we can talk about it later. And it's happening. All right. So the next one says, police will deal ruthlessly with troublemakers during elections. This is coming from IGP Dampare as he warns hooligans who are planning on causing mayhem during elections. Our final newspaper is the New Republic newspaper. The New Republic. Tortoise Ekufuado finally completes flower pot flyover after 8 years, whilst JM was to complete it within 2 years. Achim chiefs ditch Baumia and rally behind JM. Another EC NPP collusion on Max. Party executives enrolled as presiding and polling station officers in Ashanti region. And after being left off the hook in Ayawaso massacre, Butcher commander plots more mayhem. And this will be one of our topics. As of now, we still haven't seen the proofs or the evidence coming from the NDC camp as Sami Jemfi alleged that Brigadier General Opoku was behind a plot to help rig the elections for the NPP this time. And he's been asked to provide evidence. We don't know if what he said is true or not. But of course, you know, without evidence, you cannot believe things like that. Because at this time, it's only 17 days to elections. And so things are very critical. People will think it's propaganda. So if he has the evidence, it will be only right that he provides those evidence. I'm here again with Openyi Kwabijantwa Esquire. Openyi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
Did you say without
evidence? We don't have it.
Without evidence.
We don't have it. Do you have it?
How many times have things happened in this country we don't have evidence, but it's true. And you said was, is, not was, is. Yeah? Let's see.
So, you believe even though there's no evidence?
Politics in Ghana. Politics in Ghana. I don't take anything past anybody. MPP, NDC, CPP. I don't take anything past anybody.
They can do anything?
Can do anything. Wow. Fighting for posts, no, they will do anything. You see, the people get caught in between. That's my worry. So always the people get caught in between. And we leave the politicians to do what they want to do. The gentleman himself should have had a press conference the same day the NDC said it, to disassociate himself from it. Because we've known him in the Ayawaso West Wogon.
Yeah.
And then we've known that when the Commission of Inquiry, a Militias Commission of Inquiry, the report, what they said in it, the president didn't do anything about it. So definitely, even if it isn't true and the NDC want to play propaganda, we'll definitely use him because he has a record. So if I were him, I would just come out and say, guys, I have nothing to do with this. It's the people we have to be responsible to.
Anyway,
they not come to us for their votes?
We'll talk about that, later. The main conversation for this one is one of our topics, though, so we'll talk about that for the second topic. But the first topic we want to talk about is where the police is assuring us of transparency in elections 2024. In the past, they've been tight-lipped, but this time around, they say they will not be tight-lipped. They're also saying that they will deal with any hooligan out there. And so if you go cast your vote and you think that you can go ahead and misbehave just because you feel your party is not winning or your candidate is not winning, they will deal with you mercilessly. That is what IGP Dampare is saying. And of course, Iye Metelnuno is here as well. And I know he really wants to say something about this. Because for the NDC, they haven't fully trusted the police service. Do they trust the police service now with their words?
Hey, Rosalind, once again, a very good morning to yourself and a good morning to our cherished viewers. And I bring you all special greetings from the incoming President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I plead with you all that on the 7th of December, just look for the umbrella and vote for the umbrella so that we reset Ghana. Do we trust the police going into these elections? We in the NDC have maintained consistently that we are going into this election with our own referee. We do not trust the Electoral Commission. We do not trust Ghana Police Service. We are going into the election with our own referee. So we believe that we have superior presidential candidate. We have a superior message. We have a superior track record. We've gone around Ghana. We've campaigned and sold our message to the people, and the people have bought into our message. Ghanaians themselves can feel the hardship in the system and have taken a decision to vote massively for the National Democratic Congress. All we need to do is to make sure that we are vigilant and make sure that we protect our ballots. There are so many ways to do that. And when the police is talking about the fact that when you go and vote or you need to leave and come back around 4 p.m., get into 5 for the counting, and you deal with anybody who tries to cause mayhem at the polling center, the police doesn't say anything about dealing with electoral officials who try to do funny things at the polling stations. They don't say anything about even their own members of the security service who do funny things, because we've seen what happened in the 2020. I'll not even go too far, just to the 2020 elections, where you saw security officials who were doing funny things that had to make people respond. We saw what happened in Ayaso West Wogon. So if you look at all the stakeholders in an election, it's not only about the people who come to cast their votes that come and do funny things over there. So if the police keeps talking and they want us to believe them and they say they are going to be transparent, even from their presses that they are holding, they should be transparent enough and tell us that all stakeholders that come from the election officials, even from their own members, the security officials will be deployed on election day, and the people who come to cast their votes and they behave in funny ways, they're going to deal with all of them. But then if you do not do all those things, and then you only come and tell us that you deal with people who come to cast their votes and then they behave funny at polling stations, it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But then I like the fact that the police and the mandate to ensure that we have a very peaceful election lies in the jurisdiction of the police. It's not the military. So on one hand, I like the fact that the police has come out and they've given us some assurance that, but we are going to election without our referee and all that. But I like the fact that they've come out to give us some assurance. If you look at the current happenings with the season of the firearms pistols, I hear about 52 pistols at the Tema Harbour Golden Jubilee Terminal. That was our last week. You know, we had the intel. We've been monitoring everything that's going on. We are monitoring everything that's going on in the borders. We are monitoring everything that's going on in the military, even in the police service and everything. So about 52 firearms. You know, maybe it might be a private person that is bringing in these firearms to sell, not for election purposes.
That's why I said it would be best that we get to know who is behind it, so that we know that, okay, it's not for election purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you see, in the times that we are in November, and if you look at the history, November in 2020, there were similar seizures at the ports as well. So you ask yourself that why do these things only happen like a month or close to elections in Ghana? So if indeed you have a clean mind and you want to import around this time, I think that you should go through all the legal processes. You should go to the Ministry of Interior, you should get your permits, you should get your license to import them, so that everybody knows that, okay, Kwabna is importing this number of firearms into this country, and this is the purpose why it's importing them. If you have to, you are going to sell them or whatever, then we know. So it can be tracked. The people who you sell to can be tracked. But then if you try to use this illegal route close to election, maybe you're not even bringing it for election purposes. But then we are not going to take it for granted. Can you imagine 52 firearms in the hands of wrong people? And what can happen with it? So I think that the Ghana police, and even the police men and the security services, when they're coming to the polling stations, I think they should not allow anybody bringing firearms to the polling centers. I remember in 2020, I was at the constituency collation center in the Kuku constituency, and military men came several times. I was sacked several times with guns. You know, I held about 5 press conferences on the day. And if you know that the Kuku constituency is a place to watch currently. Just yesterday, we had to go to the police station to build party people, because the MPP and MDC youth, they were stabbing themselves in the eyes. They were fighting just to 2 days ago. They were stabbing themselves with knives. And the information taken on the guns that the issue is not even over. Because they tend
as of now, with regards to that, we haven't really heard much of it from the police.
Oh no, I was there, and I'm telling you, I have videos.
No, I'm just saying that you videoed it. I'm just saying
you have videos. You see,
there are videos.
Yeah,
so can you send us some of?
So the thing was that one political party were doing their campaign. They were talking. One felt that they were tricking them too much, and then they took canes to go and beat the person on their party car. The person goes and calls reinforcements from his boys.
Does the police know about it?
Yeah. Now the police have gone. They are arrested at the police station.
Okay.
I was saying that we just went to build them just yesterday. The MPP candidates came to build the MPP guys. The NDC candidates came to build the NDC guys.
This is very worrying.
And we are not yet close. And the signals we are picking, if the police do not spread themselves within the constituency, it's going to be worse.
Well, and aside spreading themselves in the constituencies, it's also very important what they've told us to be very transparent, to let us know exactly what is going on the grounds. Because with what you are saying, it's quite alarming. It's very worrying to hear that this is what is happening, even 17 days to elections. And this happened probably like 20 days to elections. Or
yeah, so this is Lejakuku. We saw the one with Mamubi.
We've
had others
the
at several places. So,
and I think there was another one where, one of the drivers of one of your PCs was being attacked. I saw a video of that one too. So we are just hoping on transparency, like the police has promised us to give us transparency on everything that is happening. Saka Salia has joined us and he's representing the NPP. Hi, Saka.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm cool.
It's good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Great. All right. So how's campaign though? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, I mean, the campaign is going well. We do both campaigning and then governance at the same time. But specifically with the campaign, the Baumia campaign and the various constituencies, I think everything is moving well. You could see the enthusiastic crowd that normally greets, the coming of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And if you even listen to the various speakers and the resounding, thunderous welcome that the speakers receive, it tells you one thing, that Ghanaians are ready for Baumia's presidency. And for me, it's not surprising. I mean, if you look at the things the MPP have done, today, for instance, I mean, we are going to commission over, let me use the word over should be taken into consideration, over 80 educational infrastructure that is going to be commissioned at one day. We have commissioned some already, even last week we commissioned a lot of them and all that. And on the second, the same bulk commission that we are doing today, we will do another one on the second. And it has never happened in the history of Ghana, and not even in Africa, that you can do as many as those. I mean, some of them are new schools, laboratories, dining hall, so many that we are, and it's fresh. There are people are not occupying them, and we are going to, unveil them to Ghanaians. It's like going to the market and getting a designer shirts. And with all these things, I don't think Ghanaians would look into the face of MPP and say that, oh, you have done so well, but no, it will not happen.
All right.
I'm not sure Ghanaians are that ungrateful.
Okay, Saka, thank you very much. Openyi Kwame Jantua, do we trust the Ghana Police Service to deliver?
It is not enough for Saka to tell us, oh, we are going to commission all these schools and all these hospitals. Show us. Where are they? If he came, and he said, Asokwa, Aswanse, Bedrim, you can't come and play propaganda.
No, but you're not getting.
Please.
No, ask a question. No.
It's 17 days to election.
No.
As he has said it, we are hoping that they will commission.
We are not.
Let me. It's going to be live commission.
We are not hoping.
The chiefs and people will be on the site.
Okay.
It will be shown live on. No, listen. You don't even know the mode.
Wait.
You don't know the mode of the commission.
Look, it is my turn. Let me talk.
No, but your turn, you cannot misinform.
Listen.
Then you can clear it.
Listen, how many days to elections?
17.
17 days. Isn't that even the reason why Saka should come here with the list of the schools and everything they are going to commission? 17 days. 17 days to prove to people that what you are saying is not true. We are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing... You just can't come and sit here and throw dust in the air. We are doing so many. So many where? Show me.
Oh, so
show me.
So your point is that
Name one.
No.
I said name one.
Wait.
Stop the propaganda.
Let
Wait.
Openyi land.
Stop the propaganda. Stop the propaganda.
Even in East Legon here,
You could be doing it.
I'll come back to
we'll be
you.
doing what?
I'll come
didn't
back to you,
bring
Saka.
it.
Then you have your
You
time.
didn't bring it.
Saka, I'll come to you. You have your time.
Yeah, I mean, there are many.
No,
Many from where?
So
you haven't seen
I'm
it.
telling you,
Saka,
no,
relax.
but no.
You-
No, I
please.
can't. But
You
we
have
haven't
your
started the program yet.
No, we have started
the program.
Yeah,
okay.
We
started the program.
Wait.
We started the
But
program.
if somebody make a point like this and I'm sitting here,
No, just write it down.
give me
Write
1
it
minute.
down.
No,
Write it down.
Write it down.
You should not let
When
go.
you were talking, when you were
Saka,
talking, I was
write it
quiet.
down.
I am saying.
No.
When
He
you were
doesn't even
talking,
know
I
how
was
he's going
quiet.
to be commissioned.
Relax. What I'm
When
saying.
you
I'm
were
saying
talking,
that-
I
No,
was quiet.
we
We are
don't,
not-
today we don't have too much
No, we are not
time,
going
so
to say that, we are commissioning
Saka,
something
just
here.
write it down.
Me.
Just, okay.
So
Open
far
your
Why should I be writing
Open
this
your-
when I
let's
can give?
move
So
on
far
to
as you
our
can
topic.
prove it to
Just-
me, I
just
will
write.
believe you. You might be commissioning, but all the it might not be true. You might be commissioning 5, 6, 7, 8. You haven't proven to me. When you prove
So
to
let
me,
me
I'll
give him
believe
answer
you.
right now.
No. When you get write
Everybody
it down.
has-
That's
But
why-
he's saying
that's
this is
why
part
you
of
have-
ignorance of the issues.
That's why you have the
the
book.
thing
Write
is,
it.
everybody has their
Write it.
time. So what happens is that if this person finished speaking or the person is speaking, you feel there's something the
When
person
you
is saying
speak, I
that you're
was
not too
quiet.
happy. You just write
No,
it down.
but
So when
you're
it gets
making
to
a
your
direct
speaking, I
no,
was
when it
quiet.
gets
Okay,
to your
all right.
turn,
Okay,
you
no
just
problem, no problem.
rebuttal.
No problem.
Yes, opening.
You were saying.
Do you trust the police service to deliver?
You see, the one thing that I find difficult is when any political party say we don't trust the police. You're trying to tell me that when you now win, you trust the police? Is that what you're trying to tell me? My brother here said we don't trust the police. We are having our own word. What word did you use?
You're going to election with our own referee.
Who is the referee? You see, the challenges start with us. The supporters say, NDC, we are going with our own referee. Who is that referee? So they would then discard what the police say, what the police are trying to do. Let's try and work together. I expect the NDC, because my political party, we are going to work with the police. We are going to make sure the police stick to whatever they say they stuck to. They are having a meeting with political parties today. I think it's around 2 o'clock or 9 o'clock, something like that. Let's work with them. You are, if we say the 2 leading parties, you are one of them. Let's build confidence. Let's build confidence, irrespective of what has happened in the past. Let's build confidence. At least the police is trying to show for the first time, telling us exactly what they want to do and what they are going to do. If they don't do it, we take them on. It's simple. We need to build trust in our security services today. What I don't want to happen, I don't want a situation where you see soldiers on the street, you see soldiers at polling stations. The army is what? Is it army service?
No.
What is it called?
Forces.
Forces. They protect. The police is what?
Service.
Service. They provide service. That's why I don't agree to, you go everywhere and you see soldiers protecting ministers. Yesterday, the AGI, we had an awards night. The finance minister came. A soldier was supporting him. Protecting him. Why? You demolish the responsibility and the power of the police by so doing. There are other security services, aren't there? The customs, the immigration, fine, but not the soldiers. The soldiers are supposed to do what? Protect our borders. Even with this ammunition that has been found, it is the police's responsibility, not the soldiers. Look, right now, Roslyn, we have nearly 2 million small arms in the system. We've been talking about small arms for years, and this is where political parties should be able to come together to sort that out. Are we sorting it out? No, we're not sorting it out. Because we feel, okay, if that is what is there, fine. Let's just sit with it and let's just go with it. It is wrong. Ghana and Kwani, if anything happens, can you come and sit here and do this program?
No. I mean, we have a TV show for Kids Paradise, and the children are even saying, and the words that you used right now, that's the same thing the children said. We have only one Ghana.
One Ghana. Let's work together. NPP, NDC. Let's put the politics aside. The unity of the country is much more important than the elections we are going to have. Go to other countries. Go to Sudan, see what is happening there. Look at what happened in Cote d'Ivoire. Look at what happened in Liberia, Sierra Leone. You don't want that. Let's try and work together. Politics is a matter of what? Ideas, no be so? Saka has come, he's saying this, he's come, he's saying this, I'm saying mine. We might not agree, but it doesn't mean we can't be united. If the police are giving us assurance that they will do X, Y, Z, let's trust them. Let's take them on. Let's make sure that the responsibility that has been invested in them, they do it for the betterment of our country. Full stop.
Okay. And that's Openye Kwame Janto. Saka Salia, has the police given us any reason not to trust them?
Yeah, before I come there, what you made me to write.
Yes,
I have
please. You can go ahead and,
the president will be there. The vice president will be there. And Dr. Educhum will also be there. The site, the infrastructure that is going to be commissioned will be shown live. It's going to be live on television. At this particular point, at this particular place, this particular school, then the live pictures will come. We are launching, then it will be commissioned. It's not like we just mention a certain school or we are launching 80 infrastructure, then we go. You won't even mention the names of, no. It will be live. You see the people there, you see the chiefs and the people. Where the students are supposed to be there, you see them live program. So it's not something that you think that, oh, it is a lie, it is not true. I mean, a whole government will come and then lie to people that we are commissioning something that is not in the system. I mean, sometimes, even if you don't even like the political party, just watch first. And then the next day, if you come on program, then you come and criticize. But you don't even know the modus operandi, how it's going to be done. Then you jump to conclusion that, oh, it is not possible because you have seen that over 80 schools commissioning in a day look impossible. That's the reason why we try all the time to imbibe the possibilities in the citizen. So that anything that you see and then your mind cannot, understand it, and then somebody understand it, you shouldn't say it is impossible. Even the worst you can do is just to keep quiet and see what will happen. But going into this election, once again, we have heard so many allegations. I mean, we cannot trust the police and all that. I mean, who say we cannot trust the police? They are our only beacon of hope when it comes to keeping peace. And indeed, Dampare has proven over the years that he has what it takes to ensure that peace prevails. The NDC and other political stakeholders know this fact to the extent that there are people within the MPP that sometimes are not comfortable with Dampare. Tells you he's doing something very good, apolitical, something that has nothing to do with favoritism and all those things. That's the reason why some people who want to flex their political muscles are brought down, to the ground level in order for them to know that the peace that we enjoy is more important than individual egos and all that. And Dampare has demonstrated that. And kudos to the president for ensuring and trusting such a person in the police service. I'm saying that, but what we should eschew is this rampant and unverifiable allegations that we normally throw out there, like what the NDC have been doing. I mean, just throw allegation and then see whether it will catch, or throw, what do you call it, a net in the sea and see whether it will catch fish for political purposes. I think that is very dangerous. Dangerous in the sense that you might not even know the reaction. When you do those things, I mean, every little mishap, every little problem that one finds, then you read meaning, political meaning into it. Like what? I mean, I don't know whether that is a topic we are discussing now. the NDC so-called press conference.
We haven't gone there. We are talking about the police who had a press conference yesterday.
Yes.
And said they'll be transparent. They don't with anybody who
very
tries
good.
to force you.
Very good. Very good. That comes in the week of on the hill of the NDC press conference. But I think that when I listened to the police, I had hope, because misinformation and all those things are what breeds or what initiates conflict. So if you can stem the tide, even at the budding stage, before even other people heard it, it would have been, stemmed. And that is a very proactive decision or stance or process that the police service is taking. Because in Ghana's election, and just like others, I know much of Ghana election. People just throw allegations just like that. Oh, even the number of the voting results, they will throw something which is not the official results. And then when the official results come, then they will incite the people to go out there and defend themselves. Look at what happened in Tachima South. Asiri Ketia and Co., including Sami Jemfi, had gotten a very wrong results. They say, we have won. They did about 3 or 4 press conferences within 1 day. And inciting the people, we have won. We have over 40 parliamentary difference between us and the MPP. And that nobody should go anywhere. When you finish, stand at the collection center. They want to cheat us. Even when the military was trying to, disperse them, let the people go. No, the people were adamant. And if we're even rushing on the military, and in self-defense, you saw what happened.
Openi asked the question.
Yes.
And, he said that why are we using the military in elections when it's supposed to be the job of the police?
No, who asked that?
Openi.
Oh, I'm shocked. Because as experienced as he is, he should have known that in an election, the police alone is not enough to ensure, to man the election. Because the whole nation.
The police is weak?
The police, no, not that they are weak. The police numbers are not enough to ensure that, even with the military inclusive, we still have certain areas that cry for security.
2016 elections without the military?
Pardon?
How were we able to do 2016 elections without the military?
No, who told you that there were no military?
There was no military.
There were.
The military was not involved.
They were.
It was the police that was involved in
all the security officers.
Point of order.
Point
of order.
No.
Point of order. I indicated.
Oh, I think you can write. No, you can write.
Okay.
So ask him to write, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
One good 10 11.
Yeah, exactly. So you write it down for us. Saka, please go.
Yeah. So I think, and even with the kind of things that we have seen, it would be very prudent to involve the military. The military, they are not that reckless.
Okay.
When you see the military taking action, it means that it's so needed. It's so much needed. So their presence alone serves as a fear of God to would-be criminals.
Right.
And for me, I don't have anything wrong. Those who fear the presence of the military are the people who intend to perpetrate criminality.
Your time is up. All right. I know you want to say something.
Yeah, Rosalind, are you aware? When we say win NDC, we are going into the elections with our own referee. Yes, we are going into the election with our own referee. We don't trust any of the security services. Why do I say that? When you listen closely to the Emil Short Commission, when they were investigating the House of West Ogun, you would realize that the true military men will not go out there and just be firing arms. But there were people who were wearing military uniforms who were not real military men. When you listen to Azugu, the famous Azugu scenario that happened over there, you realize that even some members who were calling themselves national securities and all that, and they were in police uniform. So if I'm saying as a political party that I've been a victim in 2020, I've been a victim in the House of West Ogun, and I have a major election going into this time around, I'm very confident because I have a superior presidential candidate, superior policies, and then our message has gone down well with the people of Ghana, and then I'll sit back and then for somebody, I'll not mention a political party, to clothe vigilante groups in military uniform and then later try to regularize them, and I sit back and it happens again, I'm not doing the people of Ghana any good. So going into this election, I can't trust who's in the military, who's the right military man, who's the right policeman, or even customs, anybody that's going to come over there. What we mean is that anybody that comes to any polling center or collation center, your conduct must be in line to ensuring peace. I've seen at first hand at collation centers, military men that come there and they were called and they came with arms and they were just listening to the
Which collation
instruction.
center was that?
Lejo Kuku Collation Center, Tasha Police Station in 2020. Okay, and we're there. I was at the collation
but,
table.
you know, with all these that you're saying, of course, it's just going to make people feel that, okay, if you're coming in with your own referee, then if there's any issue, you will fight the police or the military. That's what people at home watching
No, we're
will
not saying
think.
that, but then we are saying that the strategy in time when things like that happen is under our sleeves.
But the
then
police, the police and the military are there for a reason.
Yes.
They are there to protect
Yes.
us. They are there to prevent these
So do you know the only reason
violence
why-
from happening. So if you're going in with your own referee, then it means that whatever the outcome is, you make sure you fight to
Let me
win.
give you an example.
Yes.
So Lejo Kuku in 2020, we went in our own referee. So what happened was that when the military men came over, all we did was that we just had to mobilize people to surround the police station. No external person coming in, no person also taking anything out. Because at the time, the MPP candidate was saying that there were some missing pink sheets. And you see, when the military men came in there, you find military men who were supposed to ensure, they are supposed to be there when MPP, NDC, CPP are fighting, and then they ensure that there's peace over there. But these military men come in there, I don't know what order they've been given, come and carry ballot boxes. Ballot boxes that, so try to open them, looking for missing pink sheets or whatever. And then you find other EC people. After we've done collation and everything, you find people who say, oh, they found one of the pink sheets and they're bringing them back. The luck for us was that they're taking our own referee. We surrounded the police station, we were like, nobody's moving out there and no external persons also bringing. If you're coming, he said, this official, we search you outside there and take everything out. We didn't do anything, we didn't beat anybody or anything. So that's what I mean by going our own referee. When I say I trust the police, I'm like, oh, I've seen the police at the collation center. You know, let me go and I finished voting, Metonunu and my boys or the people, let's go and sleep. We trust that nothing is going to happen over there. But we saw these security men who were carrying ballot boxes and saying that they are looking for pink sheets. We've seen the security men during the short commission, who some of them were not, some of the military men come out and tell us, Ghana military today, and the military, I think that it's important for them to clean their image. Who come out and tell us that these are not real military men? How did they get the uniforms to wear?
No, but you see, when we take a look at what the military can do and what the police can do as well, if your people go there, maybe you as Metalmundo, you're going to be, very good. But there will be some hooligans in there who might do certain things that will trigger the police to act in a way that we all don't want to happen. So why don't you just sit and, have a way with the police rather than going to surround the place?
How do I trust the people coming there? Based on history, you see, everything that you do is based on history. And based on history, you see, we want the peace of this country. We have only one Ghana. We gave birth to the fourth Republican Constitution. So we'll do everything to protect it. We'll not do anything to undermine the fourth Republican Constitution. I'm saying that we in the NDC, our National Communication Officer has spoken about it, National Chairman has spoken about it, the flag bearer has spoken about it. We are going into the election with our own referee.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, and just like what happened in Lejokuku, the people who were there, the people who came to surround the place, they didn't do anything. The only instruction we gave them was that nobody's coming from within the coalition, outside the coalition table. Nobody's leaving there. I saw everything happen. So when we are saying some of these things, we know exactly what we are talking about. So point the military man with the order. Basalia, you spoke for almost 5 minutes.
Your 5 minutes is up, though.
Yeah, you spoke for 5 minutes before you asked that, what are we talking about?
Anyway, your time is up. Open your comments, Jasper.
The point I made that Saka didn't understand me. I actually asked the army, isn't it a force? Yes? So they shouldn't be there. But we have services, don't we? So we have immigration, we have customs, we have fire, we have
all of them
the prison ward. They are all services.
All of them.
And in the last election, they were the ones who helped with the police. Mine is don't bring the army there, period. They only come in if somebody threatens to cause extraordinary mayhem that we can't control. So for me, they shouldn't be anywhere near there. But the security of our elections does not only depend on the police, it depends on the people. So political parties should be advising the people. Make sure that you open your eyes and nothing untoward happens within a certain perimeter. They should have a certain perimeter where people can go, where if the army come and are collecting ballot boxes, you can question them. And nobody should come and tell us orders from above. Orders from what above? Who? At the time of the election, the president is the only one who is still in power. No be so? So he would give the instruction? No, not possible. It is the people. People of Ghana have a responsibility because political parties have come back to the people to ask for their vote. So they have that responsibility to make sure that the vote is protected. And no political party has the power whatsoever to come and tell us that they are collecting, what do you call it, ballot boxes. Anyway.
Military man.
Well, military man or whoever. Anyway, you realize that the MPP, they can chew ballot papers and they can take ballot boxes. So let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope it doesn't happen. The people of Ghana, it is their responsibility to vote whoever they want into power. You see, Roslyn, one of the things that we do that don't help us, once we vote somebody into power, we are still doing elections, we are still doing electioneering, we are still doing whatever we have to do before, after elections. Once we vote, if it's Saka who is going to be in power, once we vote Saka in power, the next is the building of the country, the building of the nation. How would Saka do it? What he promised us, is he going to be able to do it? If he's not going to be able to do it, it's our responsibility to question him. That you said the A, B, C, D, E. You haven't been able to do it. That is the most important thing. So I just pray, Ghanaians, don't let anybody take you for a fool and try and come and throw dust in your eyes. That this one said this, we are taking it. No.
Okay.
Protect your ballot box.
Protect your ballot box, but in a peaceful way. Saka,
Yeah,
5 minutes and I can read a few messages, please.
I mean, clearly, I seldom understand Lord Jantua when he said that for him, the military should, be done away. I mean, when it comes to the election.
But when we were growing up, we were taught in school the role of a military, right?
I hope you were taught the role of the fire service too.
Yes, but
yes.
no, but you see, so if I may speak, with what we were taught in school, and as a barracks girl, I don't think that Saka knows I'm a barracks girl. My father is a Brigadier General.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a barracks girl, born, bred in barracks. I lived in barracks for a very long time, so I know what I'm talking about. The police is within. The fire service is within, prison service is within, but the military, customs is, but the military
are without.
Are out,
yes.
The borders. And that is why when war happens, you have the military go out. So they protect our borders, Ghana's borders. Yeah. They protect, they go and fight out there.
They protect
the borders
internal,
and out. No, not the internal. They are not internal.
The
territorial. Yes. That's their job.
Of the country.
That's their job. And then when it comes to
but that is their core job. That is not like that is their job.
No, that's their job.
That's not their only job.
When it comes to within, the within, that's why we have the services, that we have the police, we have these people, and that's their job. And so when you check, the training of the military is more intense than the training of these services.
Now, I understand. I mean, largely with you. My
brother is even a major.
My only problem with your this is as if that is their only job. That is their core job.
They are only called in within if need.
Yeah. I mean, if need be. They've been doing a whole lot of things. The military can go and even for rescue purposes when there's disaster and all those things. So it is not only just to protect the territorial integrity. You see, so if maybe, I mean, during election, we all know that during election, the whole nation normally is at the brink of the peace that we enjoy, and therefore everybody is called to action.
But why should?
And then you can't expect that you have the military to just stand there, I mean, or stay in their barracks, in askance, and not bothered about what is going to happen. That is the reason why normally we deploy them as part of ensuring that the peace is maintained. Not for them to go and recklessly be killing people. when Matunono was talking about, oh, we will go with their own referee. If everybody's going with their own referee, your referee will even run away. Just imagine the way he is talking about the fact that they went and cordon off. How about if you go and cordon off, another group also go and cordon off, another group, how many cordon groups will be there? In order to bring peace, we said that all of us, I mean, it's a social contract. All of us have ceded certain powers to an authority, and that authority is the police. So we give that authority to the police to ensure that the police does what we want. And in most cases, the police, and like I said, I mean, when I was eulogizing all the good things about Dampare, it is because I feel that everybody should have confidence in them because of the leadership that it comes with. You cannot use an isolated cases or national security modus operandi of ensuring a certain goal to now come and say that because national security pretended to be policemen or soldier, national security can do anything. Even the cars, they can change the number plates. They can do whatever. They can, turn themselves into whatever force.
Yeah, but
just because even
but they cannot be military. They cannot be police. They only go undercover.
That's what I'm saying. They can go undercover or whatever.
Out of national security recruits people from the military, from
everywhere. National security, even civilians and all.
So if you're a civilian and you're in national security, you cannot be a military person.
No. But you see, they can disguise you as a military person. That one. National security can disguise you. Can't. They can do it. That's
that's why they will employ you. That's why they can recruit a military person in there as a national security.
No problem. But you as a civilian.
See why we need our.
Oh no, please.
I want to read a few messages. He has a minute to go.
Can't you let me talk?
Let him land.
Can't you let me talk?
Telling us.
No, please.
Can't you let me talk?
Saka, please go ahead. Don't worry.
So,
please continue.
So for me, I mean, if somebody want to cause me and therefore want to use the military, let's use the military as a disguise and all those things. National security must be, proactive enough to know that such a thing is happening, and all those things are taken into consideration during the elections. So for me, I mean, different political parties can have ways and means of ensuring that they are not cheated. But you cannot take the work of national security, the Ghana police, Ghana army, away from them and then presume or assume the rule to the extent that you feel that you can do the work better than them. If you do that, you are reckless, you are lawless, and in the wake of the fact that anti-vigilante group law is now in place. If you do that and you are arrested, you'll be in prison.
Rosalind, this platform is not only to discuss, but also to educate.
To educate, yeah.
Can I come in before you go? So I pulled up, what is the responsibility of the Ghana Armed Forces? The Ghana Armed Forces has the following responsibilities. 1, prime responsibility, defense of Ghana's sovereignty and territorial integrity. 2, protection of the country's borders and interests. 3, maintenance of national security and stability. Yeah. Secondary responsibilities. 1, assistance to civil authorities in times of emergency or disaster.
Exactly.
2, participation, but elections is not emergency.
Oh,
2, participation in international peacekeeping and humanitarian missions. 3, support for national development projects, infrastructure development. 4, disaster relief and humanitarian assistance. 5, counter-terrorism and counter-piracy operations. 6, maritime security and protection of Ghana's exclusive economic zone. 7, internal security operations. Example, anti-smuggling, anti-terrorism. Constitutional mandate. The 1992 Constitution of Ghana, Article 210, states that the Ghana Armed Forces shall defend the country and its interests, maintain the territorial integrity, support the civil authorities in maintaining law and order.
So what is
All
it?
right,
Support
so-
the civil
so-
authority in
so-
maintaining law and
In emergency.
Support the-
In emergency.
All right, so let me read a few
Election
messages
isn't
that
emergency.
Who told you
have
that?
come in. And
Election
what's a
is not
very big
emergency.
thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise for always having our back. Phone, Papa Perfume, whatever gadgets you are looking for, mobile phones, television set, CCTV cameras, we have all of them for you. All you need to do is to visit any of our shops, or you can download the app on your phone to make things very easy. It's a Franco Trading app. Or for further inquiries, contact us and or Google us on www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still and still, phone Papa Perfume. I'll take my very first message, and it says, 7th December elections, my advice for the youth is that they shouldn't have sympathy for the kneeling and begging of NPP. They will come again and tell us that they didn't force us to vote for them. We should wise up and vote for change. From Ablade Efiekuma Zongo. Good morning, everyone. Nanado and Baumia are wicked to Ghanaians. Yesterday, the people of Keita were in darkness till today, yet NPP guy says there's no doom. So I want to appeal to the Workers' Union and the youth should come together and vote out Baumia and the NPP. We need to rescue this country seriously. Aboche Philip. Good morning, beautiful. Please, yesterday I reminded the MPP that in 2016, Ghanaians were told we don't eat roads. So why was Honorable Titus chasing innocent traders who don't eat roads from making money to buy what they eat? What he's seeing there is what we call knowing what you want and what you are given by our leaders. When the visionary leader, John Mahama, comes, we will turn the flower pot into a market, if that's what the people need or not. No, I don't agree with you on this one. I'm sorry. I don't. Master Raman, I'm sorry. I do not agree with you.
That's the mindset of the
It's about time we move forward. You know, that is why we have created marketplaces. There's a reason why the government invests in marketplaces. And if we will only heed to that, where we'll make sure that these traders are in the markets, it will help us. I don't agree with
That's
you.
the trademark of the NDC.
So, Master Planner Junior Kintampo says 16 days to elections, President Nanado has done a lot of projects. Are you aware that 80 educational infrastructure will be commissioned today alone? This is historical. The next president matters. The best person for the job is Dr. Baumia. Vote number 1 on the ballot paper. Baumia means a business. Greetings to lawyer Jerry Ahmed. Okay. Good morning, Sister Roslyn. I'm Awuga K. Delali from Brekum. This year election will be so peaceful in the name of Jesus Christ. Greetings to Sofomami. Okay, thank you very much. It will be peaceful. Good morning, Roslyn. Do you know that 1 kinti is... What's that? What's 1 kinti?
Kitten dollar.
Oh, kinti dollar. Is 17.2 Ghana cedis. Baumia, where are you? Today we eat overheads and roads. The prophecy of JM on posterity judgment has come to pass. The wind of change is blowing, and anyone who thinks he or she has taken his nuclear family to abroad or space should dare try. They can still... No, I don't. I'm trying to tell you people that
say we don't eat
we are
roads.
advocating for this. No, but this we don't eat roads thing. I'm not really criticizing it because both political parties have used it in their campaign.
The dark days that was said.
That was in the past, then.
Yeah,
but now it's changed.
By some faceless people. But this time...
Faceless people. No, it wasn't faceless
Who
people.
were those?
The leaders.
Can you mention?
We've seen the NDC do it. We've seen the NPP do
No,
it.
I mean...
Yes, the NDC did it. The NDC is now telling the NPP that you told us in 2016 we don't eat roads.
We never said that. They should mention the person who said so.
Okay.
Because they didn't even do much roads.
Okay. But you did talk about the flyover, the circle flyover.
Yeah, we talk about the cost.
They said the economy was tough at that time.
No, we talk about the cost.
About the infrastructure.
The cost. The cost. It was inflated cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how much is that flyover that we just did? The flower pot that was commissioned?
Oh, I mean the flower. You will talk about it. You read your
700 million.
No, it's not up to 700.
700
It is not
million.
up to 677.
And how much is the Circle Dubai one?
The second, I mean, look at, you finish your program.
When did this start at?
I should
You
continue.
finish your program. I mean,
I should continue reading. I'll
no,
continue reading.
you have to take into consideration the structure itself.
Okay.
The distance, the kilometers, the number of meters involved in all those things. And this one is by far larger.
Okay. Did I hear the NDC rep saying that they do not believe in the EC and the police? This is so funny. Have they forgotten what the police did to NPP members at the Asin North by-elections? NPP should have been those complaining about the police. If NDC doesn't trust the EC and police, then they should pull out from the elections. Such a concept political party. They have seen a miserable loss awaiting them. That's why. This is coming from Master Planner.
That's a wish.
Teacher Kujo from Tepa says that all the best policies implemented in Ghana come from the NPP. Even if there are difficulties, they always serve a purpose and shed light on developing Ghana. Having a vision for the future is the best way to go. I never knew that one day you could give your digital address to a taxi driver and they could locate your home. Using trees, shops, stones and buildings to give directions is in the past. Vote for NPP policies to move Ghana forward. Good morning to you all. We don't trust Ghana police in this election. What happened in Ayawaso? Did police arrest anyone? No. Did the president of Baumia say anything about that? No. So we don't trust the police. I'm P from Nzima. Please tell the NPP guy to stop lying. We will vote the NPP out. Mesa Majid from Bechim, the NDC has prepared to protect any single vote in this year's election. It's clear that Dr. Baumia will lose the elections, so they shouldn't think of rigging the elections. Ghanaians are eager to vote for change. It is not sad to see a party in power campaigning against their own government due to bad governance. The next NDC government in January 2025 will abolish e-levy, the betting tax, COVID levy, tax on sanitary pad, emission tax, and many more. Let's vote and protect the ballot box at the polling station level. Honorable Charles Akwesi Asiedu. Okay. Good morning, madam. We like Dampare, but we don't trust him. Okay. From Akisme, Honorable Akisme says it's unacceptable that despite assurance from the IGP Dampare and POMAB, election-related violence and disruptions continue to occur. Losing lives and having ballot boxes taken away is a serious issue that needs concrete action, not just empty promises. IGP Dampare has emphasized the critical role of trust and collaboration in achieving a peaceful electoral process. However, it's time for him to move beyond words and deliver tangible results. The Ghanaian people deserve a secure and peaceful election process.
How about this picture? What is it about?
No, he sent for somebody's birthday. Hello, good morning, Roslyn. Yes, the security must assure free and fair elections without death, injury, disturbances in all the 16 regions before, during, and after elections. They should assure that what happened in 2020 should never happen in 2024. Meshach Asante from Amasaman says, can anybody mention only one interchange that was initiated, started, and completed by this administration? The Circle Interchange and Kaswa Flyover were started and completed by President Mahama administration in just 2 years, and these are the list of projects which were initiated and started by President Mahama administration. Says Pokwase, Obechebi, Flower Port, Temaran. About the one and only which was started and completed by this administration is Tamale Flyover, which is not even an interchange. Good morning to you and your panelists. Please, why is Mr. Saka always interrupting? Tell him to have patience and wait for his time. God bless Ghana, homeland. Ismail from Wa. Good morning. Is it that there's no funds in the finance ministry that can pay NAPCO trainees, or they don't want to pay? Ask Saka for me. Saka, this man has been sending this message since I started doing this show. Opening, it's been about 2 years now. And he sends messages about his NAPCO money. When are you paying them? It's 17 days to election. He said every day, every day. Yesterday, see,
this is
yesterday.
Trainee.
Yes, this is yesterday. See, NAPCO. This is Monday, NAPCO. Every day.
Yeah,
every day.
I mean, no, but Rosalind, it's sad. When you work for so many months and there's no job for you, what are you going to eat?
Can something be done about it?
Yeah,
the
government
is not concerned about it.
No, not that the government is not concerned.
Not
concerned. These people were taken by the government.
Yeah.
They were taken by the government.
They're interested in joining Mouse.
And it was not a permanent job.
But
these things are not salaries, but they are stipends.
So can we
please. I mean, I know you want to take advantage.
No, but the people are suffering.
You want to take advantage. I mean, when you people were not paying even teachers.
Metal, wait.
Don't go.
Are you not
Metal.
We will go one power.
You say
Metal, wait.
why? You are sitting here telling people to
Saka, the man really needs help.
And I said
what can you do about it?
And I said that the government, the NAPCO secretariat is looking at it, and I'm sure before long they will be paid.
In the next 17 days.
Before long.
In the next 17 days.
Before long, I cannot give
Because he says
I don't work
every day. And so, you know, even when I woke up
I
this morning,
know there are plans.
know.
I know there are plans at least to defray part
you know, when I woke up this
the
morning,
indebted.
he was on my mind. I don't know how, but he was on my mind. I was like,
set
well, he
something
sent a
up
message
and you don't
again.
pay them. What's the use?
No, they
You are receiving them.
No. Yeah, you owe them. Not
You are
that you don't pay them.
receiving
These
them.
people have been paid. We've been paying them, but we owe them.
Has the gentleman been paid?
Don't say that we
Has the
did
gentleman
not pay
Anyway,
them.
let's continue.
We only owe them.
Let's
It doesn't
continue.
mean that they were not being paid the whole period.
Okay, let's continue. Good morning to you, Madam, and to your guests, especially to the most honest politician of our time, Lawyer Jantua. Madam, whether the IGP assures us or not, we are not going to allow anybody to harass us come 7 December. We are going to fight for our rights and our future through the ballot, but not guns. But we are assuring NPP and their members that we will surely match them boot for boot. If they started playing the drums with sticks, then we will dance with the thorns. My regards to incoming. Okay, thank you. Good morning, Roslyn. These baseless accusations cannot help us. Ghanaians are the one to charge political parties should focus their campaign and stop inciting the youth. Roslyn, the communicators are not doing much in terms of advocating peace. Our securities are professional to handling our situation, but only God knows the politicians are doing underground inflaming passion because their action and inactions doesn't bring peace, especially this crucial elections. I'm appealing to Ghanaian voters to desist any acts that will undermine the peace and stability in this country. God save our beloved Ghana. Okay. Good morning. Please tell the NPP man that they should start packing their things and be prepared to spend the rest of their days in Nsawam prison for all the money they have stolen from our pairs. This coming
Who is
from
that?
Jake.
He's not serious.
Good morning, Roslyn. Let Saka and the NPP keep deceiving themselves and brag about doing so much than any other government. Our national debt from the time of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to the time of John Mahama was 120 billion cedis. The NPP has added 647 billion, making it 767 billion cedis. To him, much is given, much is expected. Horace Zakaria from Sunyani. When the historic man, the incoming president, the next president, John Dramani Mahama, was constructing roads, building hospitals, markets like Kijitia Airport, water supply system, building robust data systems like Accra Digital Center, this Nanado and his mates were saying we don't eat them. Today, we also don't eat them equally. Mahama Ghanaian says IECO 24 Economy Women Development Bank. Okay. Saka says Techuma South incident was self-defense. Baba Damongo is asking this question. Good morning. Who told you that in 2016 elections there were no military personnel? That's not true. The MPP will only lose the elections because of the neglect of the party grassroots and because of the NDC being a better alternative. Aziz Bayo. Aziz, was there military where you were? Roslyn, good morning, Roslyn. I'm Sami from Blocks East Zarongo. Please tell Saka Salia that he thinks he's smart. We'll show him what will happen. Hey, now,
No,
2042.
he will sow.
He said even in 2042. Hey.
So
all right, so let me come back.
Let's
take a look at 2042. Dear,
hey.
Wow. Anyway, so the NDC granted a presser telling Ghanaians that there's one Brigadier General Opoku who was going to be used to rig the elections by the NPP. Let's take a look at what they said.
The National Democratic Congress at a press conference on Tuesday raised some concerns bordering on a number of issues in relation to the 2024 general elections. Key amongst them is the fear of a plot to rig the elections. Communications officer of the party, Sami Jemfi, alleges that the NPP has employed the services of a military official to help them rig the election.
Take charge of a well-crafted scheme that has been designed by the NPP to rig the upcoming elections, particularly in the Ashanti region, through ballot stuffing, swapping of ballot boxes, swapping of pink sheets, and other clandestine activities, starting with a special voting exercise scheduled for December 2nd of this year.
Although he failed to provide evidence to this when he was pushed by the media, he said the party has enough intelligence in its possession to back the claim. He adds that they will in the coming days petition the Inspector General of Police to investigate the matter.
We will be petitioning the IGP because he's the chairman of the Election Security Task Force. We will also be drawing the attention of the CDS to these developments officially, but not just him. Our external developmental partners will also be notified. And so the observers will be notified, the foreign missions will be notified.
But Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, Richard Ahiagba, has refuted the allegations, insisting no military official has been employed to rig the elections in favor of the NPP.
Well, the specific answer to your question is no. He is not working with the New Patriotic Party. He's not part of our campaign. And so, therefore, we have not contracted him to do any such job that the NDC is crying about.
On the safety of citizens during the elections, the NDC says the IGP and the Ghana Police Service must ensure that no life is lost in the process.
Elections are about counting heads and not cutting hairs. No single person in Ghana must lose their life because of an election. Because this is about the people's free will to decide for themselves those they deem fit to lead them. The IGP owes a duty to the people of Ghana to be firm and fair-minded to ensure peace during and after the December 7th elections. In this regard, we in the NDC assure him of our fullest cooperation.
The party is hopeful that their concerns will be addressed ahead of the elections. James Savage's report for Joy News.
And that's what the NDC is saying. They are saying that no head must be lost, no lives must be lost. However, Brigadier General Opoku has been contracted by the NPP to help rig the elections. Metal Nuno Jr., a few people are saying that you should provide evidence. Are you going to provide evidence for this?
Rosalind, you see, what evidence is better than a colonel at the time who masterminded and took responsibility of the happenings in the Yasu West Wagon by-election. People were maimed, people were shot, people lost their source of livelihood and all that. He took responsibility. He was a colonel by then. And then in April, this man has been promoted to a Brigadier General. When the reports go to the president of this country, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his vice, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they issued a white paper and did nothing about it. Look at when the Yasu West Wagon by-election was held. Look at the atrocities that were committed in that election. And look at the man who took responsibility. And then nothing has been done about it. He's been promoted to a Brigadier General. Because you've lived in the barracks. You know the credibility and the integrity of our military men. Even at the time when we were coming to a Fourth Republic, and the leader who was bringing us to the Fourth Republic was a military man. We never saw any of these things in any of our elections. Not in 92, 96, even the almighty 2000 elections. We never saw any of these things. And then under a human rights lawyer and an Alhaji as a vice president, we see these things, and then you promote him to a Brigadier General. What evidence, again, do the people of Ghana need? And then when you promoted him, you made him the Central Commander. That's Ashanti region. And we all know of happenings in elections in Ashanti region. And you've made them in charge over there. So as for our intelligence that we've picked and all that, I am on national television, and I would not like to give it out, but we have intelligence. But I will not go in there unless my national chairman Flagba decides to bring it out first. I'll not go in there. But then what is known is that the man who was responsible for these atrocities and gave him promotion from a colonel, he was not punished, nothing has been done to him, and made him the command, that of the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces, that's in Ashanti region. What again are you trying to say? And then you know what, the things that happen in Ashanti region. That's why I keep saying that, see, we in the National Democratic Congress, okay, we give birth to the Fourth Republic. We want to ensure that there's one Ghana. We want to ensure that there's peace in Ghana. We want to ensure that nothing or nobody loses their head. Nobody loses their life in an election. We are treating all the security personnel. And then we've made a complaint. As we've made a complaint, you see, the people who have peace at the end of their name, Peace Council, Christian Council, all those people, they are quiet today. And also West Ogun, we saw the things that happened. And we've complained year after year when we are holding the anniversary that these people have been abandoned. The president has not even spoken about them. And nobody's taking care of them. We've complained year upon year. Rosalind, they are human beings like us. Some of them were breadwinners in their family. And you sit down that people who met out this sort of atrocity to your political party every time. The grassroots and the people who are even going to vote for you are going to lose hope.
Okay.
When I go out there, people tell us, I see, abandon your mamu. We're making sure, say, we will protect the ballot.
Time. All right. Open your comment, Transfer.
Yes. I made my submission earlier, didn't I? Whatever the NDC seem to tell us, we should investigate it. Let's see how true it is. But I expect the responsibility of the Brigadier General to come out and dispute it. Because if they are putting an unwarranted charge on him, it is his responsibility, first of all, to come and say what you're saying isn't true. If it then happens, then we can say, so you lied to us. But he should. For the sake of Ghana, he should. Because if what the NDC are saying is meted out, doesn't it affect all of us? And he, as a Brigadier General, has a responsibility to the people of Ghana. So he should be the first one to say, my brothers and sisters, what the NDC is saying is not true, and show us facts. Because you see, the Ayawaso West Ogun, a report was sent to the president. He what? Didn't he put a white paper on it?
Yeah.
Was anything done to anybody?
Nothing.
Last election, 8 people died.
Nothing.
Has anything been done? Nothing. So he has a responsibility as a security person to tell Ghanaians, I'm not in this thing at all. I have nothing to do with it. And show us that he has nothing to do with it. You see, we should get to a stage in this country where we can show political parties who are trying to cause mayhem. You must be able to have the verve to say that X came to me to say A, B, C, D, E, and show proof. That is the only way. But if we leave political parties to come in and use us for their own interests, and in this Fourth Republic, one thing that has been very, very open is that personal interest always comes before country. It always comes before country, and that doesn't help us. So the responsibility is on the Brigadier General to come and tell us, I have nothing to do with what the NDC is saying, and show us proof that he has nothing to do with it. And if somebody from the MPP has come to him to say, do X, Y, Z, expose the person.
All right.
It's a general election. In some countries, they did long sleeves, short sleeves, didn't they? By cutting your arm or cutting your wrist. We don't want that kind of thing in this country.
Right. Saka?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Rosalind. First of all, I'm tinged with surprise.
It's only 2 minutes, though, because everybody did 2 minutes. We are done with
but I'm tinged with surprise that there are some few Ghanaians out there who still believe in the NDC, who still believe some of the things that they see. I mean, you can just see that this is a reckless statement without any iota of truth in it. They just spew it with the hope that some unsuspecting Ghanaians will believe it. No evidence, nothing. This is what the Twi people call Busrimu Eka. Is that not what you people say?
What do you say?
Busrimu Eka.
What's Busrimu?
Like, it's a figment of their own imagination.
Busrim ka.
They just sat down. Yes.
Okay.
They just sat down, decide on something. What can we do to still remain relevant? And then he writes recklessly and just come and stand there and then call the media, and then the media will take it. And then they come here. What are you defending? Have they provided any evidence for a Brigadier Opoku to come and defend? No evidence at all. He who accused must prove. You don't accuse somebody and say the person should come and prove that he is innocent. You are rather innocent until proven guilty. Why? Lord Gentle said that. Then I just lie, okay, Lord Gentle is ABCD, is this, that's all. And then Lord Gentle is now expected to come and say, oh, I'm not ABCD. Sometimes it's better, if I were him, I would have taken them on. I would have taken them on at the law courts. But somebody would decide that, I mean, let's leave them for who they are. Let's Ghanaians judge until they prove. Look, Sammy Jemfi could not even prove even an iota of evidence.
Okay.
And when he was pushed to the wall, he said, at the appropriate time, we will petition the IGP. Petition the IGP and then do press conference.
Time.
You don't do press conference, castigate a person, castigate the whole political party, lie against MPP, and then come and say that, okay, somebody should come and then give evidence that he's not innocent. Has he gone to General Opoku, Brigadier Opoku house, and he's seen those grenades and then those things that is his house an armory?
All right, thank you very much.
These people are liars, pathological liars.
All right,
who
unfortunately,
take the
we have to
airwaves
go.
and then people come and sit down, waste our time discussing this whole thing.
Okay, unfortunately, we have to go. This is all time will permit us for this segment. I must say a very big thank you to my guests for being here. Openyu Kwame Jantoa Esquire, who represented the CPP. Thank you so much, Openyu, for being here. We are very grateful. Ian Metal Nunu Jr., who represented the NDC. Thank you so much, Metal. And Saka Salia, who represented the NPP. Thank you so much, Saka. And to you who sent in your messages and those of you who watched us, we are very grateful. We have so much coming your way today, and you do not want to miss out on it at all. And of course, a big thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise also for sponsoring this segment. If you're looking for any gadgets of your choice, whether mobile phones, televisions, CCTV cameras, any gadget that you need, just make sure you go to Franco Trading Enterprise. You can download the app on your phone to make things very, very simple. The app is Franco Trading app, or you can visit us on our website, which is www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise still is still phone papa PFE.